Coming up on State of Events, Super Tuesday results are in with 7 propositions passing for San Francisco.
President Biden reveals a $7 trillion bill.
And a Florida settlement allows classrooms to teach LGBTQ rights.
State of Events starts now. Good afternoon, I'm Alejandro Espinoza.
And I'm Samantha Sanchez. Today is March 13, 2024. First up tonight, this Monday, President Biden announced a $7 trillion budget proposal. He says the plan aims to offer tax breaks for families, lower health care costs, smaller deficits, and higher taxes on the wealthy and corporations. The proposal also includes $258 billion to help build or preserve 2 million homes. This will help the national housing shortage that have kept prices sky high. Biden says he hopes to get this passed for fiscal year 2025.
Florida reached an agreement Monday stating that students and teachers can discuss sexual orientation and gender identity in classrooms. The settlement clarifies what is allowed in classrooms, this following a law prohibiting instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in early grades. The Board of Education will send instructions explaining the law does not prohibit discussing LGBTQ+ people. It also does not prevent anti-bullying rules based on sexual orientation and gender identity or disallow gay-straight alliance groups.
A small town experiences a devastating loss after a private jet crashed in the Virginia woods. The accident killed 1 child and 4 adults on board last Sunday around 3 p.m. In Bath County, airport officials reported that the pilot was attempting an emergency landing but hit the hillside and unfortunately came down just before the airport. The plane burned on impact and left the tail number unidentifiable. The FAA and National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the incident. The Super Tuesday results are in. Proposition E and F have passed. Prop E expands the San Francisco Police Department surveillance program by using drones and facial recognition technology. Prop F requires those receiving welfare to be screened for drugs. Our reporter Charles Bolton went on campus to ask students about the election.
News crew went out to interview San Francisco State students to find out and what they thought the important issues were in the San Francisco election. I met Mahale on his way to class.
Homelessness immediately comes to mind. It feels inhuman to walk past a person that is in need, not making eye contact with them. It feels wrong because housing is so damn expensive here. My rent, I'm thankful that my rent is affordable enough, but I just pay for 1 room in a larger apartment, and I live with 5 other people, and my rent is $1,200 a month.
Sandra was concerned about the influx of large amounts of money into the San Francisco 2024 primary election.
I guess the most important issues I see in San Francisco is all this big money coming in from outside to influence ballot initiatives.
Anyways, it's about 4 or 5 propositions on the ballot that are funded by big tech.
According to Mission Locale, San Francisco tech and real estate interests have pumped $11 million to take over the powerful San Francisco Democratic Central Committee. This committee endorses candidates, sets public policy, and fundraises. What did that money buy these powerful interests? They won 18 out of 24 Democratic committee seats. This is the same group that recalled the DA and 2 school board members last year, and they won the 5 ballot propositions they endorsed. Can money buy an election? What do you think? I am Charles Bolton for State of Events.
The break, Qatar is trying to broker a deal for a ceasefire.
And later in the show, San Francisco approves self-driving cars to be on the road. So stick around.
This is not always easy to see. Third line, please.
DEPRESSION.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale. Bipolar? Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own.
Anxiety. I thought so.
Like many health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. And the sooner you seek treatment, the better.
Look at that. 6,000 steps and PTSD.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
State of events. Turning now to international news, Qatar's foreign minister spokesman said Wednesday that he hopes Israel and Hamas will reach a truce agreement before the end of the Islamic holy month of Ramadan on April 9th. Qatar posted on X they seek to, quote, push the two parties to reach an agreement to end quote. This comes a day after Qatar told CNN that they were nowhere near a deal.
One autonomous driving tech company has a vision to revolutionize the way we travel urban landscapes. Reporter Joshua Davis has the story.
That's right, Sam. Waymo is set to expand its robo-taxi service across highways and terminals in San Francisco. Meanwhile, safety concerns are brewing.
There's paid services on the freeway within SF and outside city limits. Although these services offer convenient transportation options for passengers, not everyone is seeing eye to eye with this development.
It's a safety. It's, a guy just recently hit it, riding a bike.
Some may argue that automated driving technology is continually improving, leading to potential for safer transportation experiences by reducing the risk of accidents caused by human error. However, some think otherwise.
Whenever my grandma sees them, she flips them off because they've got cameras. I don't trust that they're expanding because I would have to take a look at it, but I'm not sure how trustworthy they've been so far. But even just the idea of expanding to highways, that's insane.
Waymo has yet to determine the timeline for when the expansion will go into effect, but the company spokesperson has said that they're taking a careful and gradual approach to expansion by continuing to work closely with city officials, local communities, and partners to ensure that this service is safe, accessible, and valuable to Bay Area riders.
We love our bikes, we love our skateboards, we love our dogs, you know what I mean? We don't want, some car that's driving itself to come along and have a malfunction and take that from us.
Automated driving is still in its early stages, and there are concerns about its reliability and ability to handle complex driving situations.
It's going to have problems, and I don't want that problem to cost somebody their life.
Local and state legislators are pushing for the passage of SB 915, which will require autonomous vehicle companies to receive authorization from cities and counties before operating in those areas. For State of Events, this is Joshua Davis.
So Joshua, you looked at Waymo here in San Francisco. How many states across the nation allow autonomous driving?
That's a great question, Sam. According to the National Conference of State Legislators, 29 states have enacted some sort of legislation related to autonomous vehicles, but it's a rapidly evolving front.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome, Sam.
It may sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but this time it's reality. Reporter Charles Bolton has a story.
Colossal Biosciences, a Texas bioengineering firm, is currently working to clone a woolly mammoth. They are cloning an Asian elephant with DNA recovered from a frozen mammoth's body excavated in the Arctic. The objective of the project is to slow down the melting of the Arctic permafrost and restore the mammoth steppe ecosystem. The scientists have created an artificial womb to grow a mammoth calf. I am Charles Bolton for State of Events.
This Sunday, the Oscars held its 96th annual event, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. The Oscars opened up things big with notable moments from the Barbie movie. Star Ryan Gosling performed hit song I Just Can. The director of Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan, also won big. The show also featured many political voices, such as Mitzlav Chernov, who accepted the Best Documentary Award for the searing film 20 Days in Mariupol. He said he was honored, then added, quote, "Probably I will be the first director on this stage to say, I wish I'd never made this film. I wish to be able to exchange this award to Russia never attacking Ukraine." Coming up after the break, last weekend free tulips were given out for International Women's Day.
And we have our very own reporter interviewing the head coach of SF State's baseball team, so stick around.
I got you. Oh, yeah, I got him.
That stupid controller froze again.
You're only saying that because you're losing.
Bet you bought the cheap one.
My controller is junk too. Is this even real?
You're spending less, so he is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. And that, Pops,
could blow up in your face!
That's right, Scruff. Let's take a bite out of crime together and protect ourselves against fakes. Like him, who says you're not the fake.
Dude, you're literally missing an arm.
You are smart kids.
Welcome back to State of Events. Union Square blooms into spring season with a day filled with tulips to celebrate International Women's Day. On Saturday, March 9th, Union Square hosted a free tulip pickings with over 85,000 tulips. Guests were allowed to pick up to 8 each. Lines were estimated to be over a 3-hour wait, but that didn't discourage the 35,000 people in attendance. Social media shared that the growth in the event's popularity, and organizers are already planning for next year's big event.
Sliding into sports, Daniela Haro is live at SF State's baseball field with head coach Tony Schifano to talk about the season so far.
So, things we need to improve on. When we won all those games that you had mentioned earlier, we were playing great defense. The games that we have lost, we have not taken care of the baseball. And then we've been a little bit short in the bullpen late in games. So we're still trying to figure that out. Guys are finding their way and kind of what their role is. And that happens, in a season when you only get 8 to 10 preseason games. And then you got to jump right into conference and play like the number 11 team in the country, then the number 21 team in the country. And you're still not sure what guys' roles are yet. So, we played okay against Monterey Bay. We let the first game slip away. I thought we could have walked away with a split, which obviously you want to win the series, but a split would have been okay there. But we're looking to bounce back this weekend with East Bay.
Right on. Yeah. So what can we expect to see and look forward to for this weekend's games?
Yeah, the guys are anxious to get back on the field. It's probably the first week this season, and we're going to be halfway done with the season, but it'll be the first week that we're going to play in sunshine. Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's just been wet, rainy, cold all season, and it's been for everybody in the state of California, not just us. But we got nice weather this weekend. We're going over to East Bay on the road, and I think we're going to compete and play a very, very good playoff caliber team in East Bay.
Right on. Okay, thank you so much, Coach. I'll let you get back to your practice.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Have a good one. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right. Thanks for tuning in with me today, Sam and Alejandro. Live from the swamp, reporting for State of Events. I'm Daniela Haro.
So, Sam, that baseball, are you excited about the upcoming season coming up now?
I am. Are you rooting for a particular team?
I am a Bay Area kid at heart, so I'm rooting for the Giants. What about you?
I'm going for the Padres, actually.
Oh, nice. Well, that's all we have.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us.
And don't forget to subscribe to our State of Events channel on YouTube for State of Events. I'm Alejandro Espinoza.
And I'm Samantha Sanchez. Have a great day.